Alright, Captain. Bring us up. Like a good neighbor.
Oh, you deserve some credit. Whoa. Get started at chime.com. At Fingerhut, we don't define you by what you for. We celebrate you being you. So we offer low monthly payments on the stuff you need, things you love, and brands you trust. As you build your credit history with a Fingerhut credit account. If you're looking for the latest electronics, kitchen essentials, clothes, toys, and more, you'll find it all at Fingerhut. You do you, and we'll help it think of. At Fingerhut.com. Fingerhut credit account are issued by WebBank.
Alright, you good, bro? I like this place. They just got a...
We've all been here. Bought electronics, then felt pressure to buy an overpriced extended warranty. What if there was a better option? Upseat offers affordable and reliable warranties on all your electronics and appliances.
That's like $10 or something or so. But the other shit is oppressive. It's like $100 just for no reason.
If it's true that time is money, don't you think the real question is how you should spend it?
I'll figure it out.
Keep your change, baby. Find the fine life.
Getting exclusive access to sought-after restaurants? PS5, you know you really have to try this cake.
This might be the one which I gotta figure out these fees are.
All the new pancakes are made with fresh butter, but this month's spotlight feels like fall, and it's the pumpkin.
That one is like a combo. I ain't even like regular.
New pumpkin pecan pancakes. This month's spotlight stack.
Condominium style. I'm doing that. I'll see what's going on.
It is NBA's 75th season, so no doubt the best of the best. The 75th anniversary team Day 1 was headlined by the Cat. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
something like that.
The Lakers, he was on that Day 1 reveal. Remember, over the last 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the NBA and ESPN released 25
play with that. I know they're going to lose.
Not based on the voting, not based on how.
You come in here and get another AI.
Random. So here was the Day 1 voting. And it's interesting that you had Kareem up there, and Giannis is one of the active
players. Get us out of here, champ. This nigga's a 78, B.
Pretty impressive. Yeah. Another guy that's up there for the GOAT conversation, you better have number one, is Michael Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan from Brooklyn.
No question. And again, the NBA did this 25 years ago. Guys like Michael and Kareem who were on the 50th anniversary.
Top 75. I remember the top 50 like it was yesterday. Now they done got the 25 this quick. I mean 75 this quick. Then they tore the whole list down. They didn't even add 25 new people. They just ripped the list up and said, here's the top 75 that we think now. No Kyrie.
You had Drilled and Tim Duncan, who was obviously added, Kevin Garnett, Chris Paul, one of the guys who was active here. Day 3, headlined by LeBron James. No question.
All right, we all know Boston's going to the finals.
Be on this list. So LeBron MVPs on the list, and let's take a look at who else was on this Day 3.
Kevin Durant made the list. Melo made it.
Ray Allen added.
Steph Curry, Anthony Davis,
Kobe obviously added.
Russell Westbrook.
Curry. Anthony Davis, that was an interesting one for me. That he would be there. No question, he's one of the great players of our game today.
Anthony Davis is all-time great player. He just gets hurt. Kawhi is on there. The great Lenny Wilkins is on there.
Klay Thompson, who this is his second message. He had one earlier, and then he woke up this morning and he's still ticked off about this stupid.
How you let him get that rebound?
He said, I can't wait to hoop again. Sick of the disrespect. Winning isn't everything to some people like it is to me, I guess. That that was Klay Thompson. He was upset for not being on the list. And Alex English, he was upset for not being on the list. He tweeted this, can't say I'm not disappointed for not being included in the 75th anniversary team after seeing the list. I felt the same after the first list of 50. I have always known that my understated...
Damn, I can't get the... Wow. Nigga, you ain't getting no assist off that.
So, listen. There was going to be people upset. If I could give Alex
Oh!
someone older than me and the guy that I feel...
Oh, shit. I got the wrong controller.
And even Klay Thompson, he's somebody... Don't put stock in
Nobody gonna give me the ball.
This is somebody else's list. If you were a great player, we know who you are. And the story of the Golden State Warriors can't be told without Klay Thompson. That has to be enough. Like, these lists with people
I can't. I gotta change the controller.
Yeah, we do know the list. That was put out by the NBA. The only thing I will say about this here is, and this doesn't necessarily play to Klay Thompson, but more so to Alex English. And I hope this from former players who are probably older than you guys, is that it means something to their legacy, to their history. It's not just about pride. A guy like Alex English, who, relatively speaking, didn't make as much money as you guys.
If you ain't gonna shoot, don't stand in the paint.
But a guy like Alex English,
Like, what the fuck?
sign some autographs, and they can advertise it as one of the 75 greatest players of all time. Maybe put some more dollars in his bank.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I don't, knowing Alex, that's not really what it is, and I don't think it is for Klay. Like, those guys take pride in what they do and how they play the game. And the reality is, you made the point, Garrett, listen, the question is not whether or not those guys should be on the team. What the real question should be, okay, who comes off?
Right, exactly.
That's really how you have to look at this. What guys are on there that you say, oh, this guy definitely should be on?
Okay, let's start with you. Let's start with you and tell us who should be off the list.
I'm not going to go. I do have an opinion. I'm not doing that. Not only 4 or 5 guys that you maybe, that probably shouldn't have been on the team, but again, it would just be an opinion. It would be honestly an opinion. And that's all this was, to Brennan's point. But, listen, you take pride when you've given your heart and soul to a game and you had the kind of career that Alex English or Klay Thompson has had, you know, you would like to have that validated by being a part of something like this.
But Jim, my thing is validated. I'm never seeking validation from other people. If I was a dog in this game, Klay Thompson is one of the best shooting guards to ever come through. Played on one of the best dynasties in NBA history. Who cares about those other people's validation? And so I guess that's the chip on his shoulder that's keeping him going. But whether it's Alex English, Klay Thompson, or whoever is mad about this list, if you know what you did and everybody else knows, that's enough, man. That's enough. You don't have to be upset about these lists. We see these lists come out all the time. Guys get really, really mad.
I mean, fairness, I would be, if I were at their level, I would be upset.
Were you waiting for a call?
No. Neither one of us waiting for a call. No. But I would be, if you're that kind of a player, because I know Bob actually wasn't happy that he went on the original business. Right. He wasn't. I mean, how would you, like, part of what makes you great is...
Fuck out of here, nigga.
And so you're competing to be on that list.
Well, let's talk about some other guys that I thought had a shot to be on that list. 3 guys stuck out to me. And the biggest one to me, and this guy receives a lot of slander, and I think this guy has brought on a lot of his own criticism over the years. But no,
what the? Get out the fucking way, yo.
To me, you know, and I went back.
Please start quitting, all y'all niggas.
Study on Dwight Howard and really went back and researched just.
2 more niggas to quit. We good.
7 years in the NBA.
Ooh, young Dwight Orlando.
When no one even came close to putting up the type of numbers that he put up in the NBA.
You ain't gonna have to give me that ball. I'll call time out. And every one of them.
I don't mean it in a bad way. Just he was a character, and that turned off some people.
That ain't gonna happen.
The issue with Dwight Howard is that he came to Orlando after Shaq, right? And people wanted him to be Shaq. Was he as good as Shaq? Never. Was he one of the best centers of his generation? Absolutely, right? And that to me is shocking that people don't see the dominance on the defensive end, the rebounding.
Time defensive player of the year, led the league in rebounding on 5 different occasions. I think he was an 8-time All-Star. I mean, when you look at multiple years of 20 and 10, I think he averaged like a double-double like almost every single year of his career until he got to the very end when he was playing with the Lakers. He was even averaging a double-double. Those years when people were critiquing him in Charlotte and Atlanta and Houston, he was still getting a double-double. So I just think that, you know, Dwight Howard is somebody that gets looked over at times just because of some of the silliness or the perceived goofiness, and they look over what he was on the court as one of the most athletic, dominant bigs of his time.
He must got a defender on you. You can't shake that nigga.
I think a lot of it has to do
And they got me throwing you out of bounds.
Played out when he went to play with Kobe.
Absolutely.
I think that played a big role because, listen, I had people who would argue that he's not even a Hall of Famer. Who would argue exactly. I'm not going to name them. But like, literally, and I'm talking people who are basketball-related people, and they would. It's not even close. Like, you know, but you do, again, by him staying around as long as he has, you know, he's so far removed from being that player that a lot of people didn't get to witness just how truly dominant he was.
We've had a lot of criticism of this list, how it was done, the people that were on the list, the people that were left off this list. But I want to put a positive spin on this, to put a button on this conversation. You know, for years, we've all sat up here and had questions about the Naismith Memorial basketball.
Come on!
And it gets confusing because the NBA or basketball is so different than other sports in that our Hall of Fame is all-encompassing. It is women's basketball. It's college basketball. It's international basketball. It's contributors. It's not just the players. And that's great. But we've kind of lost track of being able to identify the best of the best in the NBA. For me, what this list kind of, what it brought to mind for me when I saw the 75 to 1 list was, if we were going to start a Hall of Fame just for the NBA, and granted, some players were left out, we should have had some different guys on there, we could all argue about that, but this is what the NBA Hall of Fame would look like. This is the start of an NBA Hall of Fame, which I hope one day we get to the point where we have that.
I wouldn't mind an NBA Hall of Fame. I think that would be good for the sport. It'd be good for the game because right now we got the total Hall of Fame. So that, you know, that takes into account, you know, what you get in college and everything else,
high school, international.
Yeah,
but that's part of the issue, though. Like, our game is global.
Right.
Like, the NFL, they don't really play football anywhere else. You know, baseball, they play all over the world, but they don't necessarily, we don't recognize it. We don't recognize basketball internationally. And I think that also plays a role in it. And listen, it would be nice to have that, but I also do like that they reward the totality of one's career. And quite frankly, most of the guys that are in there are deserving. And you said it at the top. At the end of the day, nobody was going to be happy with this segment. There were going to be some people's feelings who were going the wrong way. And there were going to be some people that
ain't got no rhythm, yo.
They made it. And ultimately, that's how it is.
Fucking running to one spot, getting stripped. Running to one spot, getting stripped.
It was the same way. Remember, Dominique didn't make it. That was probably the one I thought was the most egregious. You know, because Dominique was a dominant, and he didn't make the top 50. And so I think looking back, there's regret for some people that didn't get on that list. And I'm with you. I thought Dwight Howard was one that really.
Man, I play like shit. Day one.
Probably should have been on that list.
25 years from now, you got a shot. 100 for you guys. Are we going to be on that?
Think about it, Luka. You got to Luka.
Yeah.
I might get on.
I'll try to cut for you, bro.
Top 75. I was thinking top 75 Wizards players. I was thinking about top 1,000. Top 70. I can get the top 75 Wizards players.
How about top 75 Dallas Mavericks who won a championship?
For sure.
You're on that one. Hey, we told you that Saturday is our first game on NBA TV of the season. Monday is the season premiere of Center Court Mondays. We kick things off live from Brooklyn. Spiro Ditas, Graham Hill, 3D Dennis Scott will be courtside at Barclays Center for KD, Harden, and the Nets hosting hopefully Bradley Beal and the Wizards. That'll be followed by the Clippers and Blazers. That's Monday, Center Court, right here on NBA TV.
Come on, man. Let me drop. Then he goes right to his man.
I want that treasure.
Yeah, I'm out of this shit.
Water first.
This don't make any sense.
It's the
I ain't
treasure.
got no teammates.
Caught anyway. Download and solve the puzzle.
Oh, hold on, they leave her. There we go.
source.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV?
He dribbles into me and gets a green
All
light.
the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Try free.
I thought I was managing my moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Then I realized something was missing. Me. My symptoms were keeping me from being good for her. So I talked to my doctor and learned Humira is the #1 prescribed biologic for people with Crohn's disease. Humira helps people achieve remission fast, and the majority of people on Humira saw significant symptom relief in as little as 4 weeks.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Find another one, bro. Game got sabotaged early.
Is possible.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Humira.
My tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now. We're together. If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. If he listened to those who said you needed
that shit froze on me.
he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes him lion. Modelo, food for those with a fighting spirit.
Okay.
Wizards tonight. Want to show you what took place Thursday night. Current Wizards head coach Wes Unseld Jr. helped unveil the bust of his father and franchise legend Wes Unseld. That's a really cool moment there in D.C. Friday night, Wes Unseld Jr. did not have Bradley Beal in the lineup. This turned out to be the game of the night so far in the NBA. Miles Turner just going off. Big man special here, B-Wood.
Miles Turner had himself a ball game, career high 40 points, and he was getting it down from all over. You see him right there knocking down the 3-point shot. Man, Rangers had a roll.